And we're live.
Welcome back, everyone. Episode 97 of Kids Deserve It. We hope you've been enjoying our weekly chats with educators and game changers from around the country. Also, don't forget, you can check us out on iTunes.
And while you're over on iTunes, make sure you leave us a review as we select a winner each week to win an autographed book set based on reviews.
Also, don't forget to join our Kids Deserve It chat on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific. This week, we got another great guest, but first we want to introduce ourselves. I am Adam Welcome, Director of Innovation in the Bay Area of California.
Tony, elementary school principal in Navasota, Texas. And I'm thrilled this week for our guest. We have Brandon Johnson with us. Brandon, thanks so much for being with us this week.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here tonight.
Our viewers and listeners, just tweet out things that you hear from the episodes using the hashtag Kids Deserve It, as we love seeing the parts that stick out to you.
So, Brandon, we got a few questions for you, man. So, for those who don't know about you, tell us about yourself.
So, I'm Brandon Johnson. I'm in my 12th year of education. Started out as a strength conditioning coach in college. Went to TCU and just really fell in love with education and went to public school to become a public school educator. And I taught for 5 years, and I've now been an administrator. I'm in my 5th year as an administrator and 3rd year as a principal.
That's awesome. And you just recently became a high school principal, correct?
That's correct. So I spent my first 2.5 years in middle school, and so now I'm in my high school principalship and excited about it.
So Adam is a former principal, and I'm a currently practice you enjoy most about being a principal?
I enjoy the fact that I get a chance to create excitement anytime I want. Whether it's pop out in the hallways, whether it's go over the announcements, get in the trenches with kids and go look over their shoulder and talk about what they're learning anytime I want. And so I love the fact that I can do that. And so, in the classroom, you can't step outside your classroom to do that. And so I love that as an administrator.
Hey, so I'm curious, you talked about going over the announcements. Like, I think every principal either is like loves going over the loudspeaker or doesn't. Like, if you do, like, what do you love about like just getting on the loudspeaker to the whole school? Like, how do you roll with that?
So for me, everything's like a song, right? So I'll go over the announcements, and I feel like everybody has a theme song, whether it be, period or for like that day. And so if I'm feeling that theme song, like, I'll play 15 seconds of it and, to tell the kids and the teachers, I hope they have a great day, and, just try to pump them up any way I can. And so I love it.
I love playing music on the announcements every morning too. I try to pick a different song kind of to go with each week, or if I'm feeling one particular day. And I that's one of my favorite things to do on announcements too. So I love that you said that.
Totally.
Love it. Hey, if you got the mic, you might as well use it, right? Hey,
Exactly.
So Brandon, what was school like growing up for you, man?
So for me, school was kind of blah. I was in it for my friends. I never missed school because I love the social piece. And so, I went to school and I wasn't really engaged. I listened, I took notes, but I never really had that experience where it's like, whoa, this is just blowing my mind. I love to learn until I got into college. And when I got into college and I had more choices over what I was learning, then that's when, kind of the excitement and the passion came for me. So that's why I'm so excited about how we create those experiences for kids.
I love that. Well, I'm an avid reader and have been consuming a lot of different books, whether they're picture books, chapter books, young adult, whatever. What is something that you're reading right now, whether it's personal or professional, that you would recommend?
So currently, personally and professionally, I'm reading "The Obstacle Is the Way," and it's talking about how different leaders throughout history have viewed obstacles as the path towards success, and I'm really enjoying it. Another good book I would throw out there is A Beautiful Constraint. Every day I'm talking about how we push past constraints and create new and innovative ways of looking at problems.
Nice. So, Brandon, what is something that you've accomplished that you're really proud of, either recently or in the past?
So in the past, 2 years ago, I got tabbed to open the school of choice, and it was a STEAM school, and I was also a first year principal. So like first and foremost, I survived my first year as a principal, and we still existed in year two as a school, and so that was pretty exciting. But probably my greatest accomplishment has been building a culture, building the type of school that I want to come to work every day and be excited about the work that we do. And so I've had the opportunity to do that in the previous middle school that I was at, and I'm diving into the work of doing that at the new high school that I'm at in Mansfield, Texas.
Nice.
So, you know, we all talk about our wish for education, what we wish we could change or make better or do differently. What is your wish for education right now?
I would say I wish that we could get away from the idea of perfection. Um, we feel like there's a perfect teacher, there's a perfect administrator, and we're all trying to be that. And really, we're all just a work in progress. And when I get a chance to go to conferences and I get to hear people speak, I think I got a chance to hear you speak at Todd at Ignite in Irving last year, and it just resonated with me the fact that we're all a work in progress, and so you learn by diving in and doing things. You think something's great for kids. Why wait till next year to implement it? Like, let's dive in. Let's absorb, adapt, and modify what we do in order to become better. And so I think as educators develop more of a PLN and they start to hear that you're not alone in your thoughts, and you're not the only one out there that's really trying new things and failing and feeling sometimes inadequate. When you know that there are other people like that, it makes you say, okay, this is great. Like, I'm not the only one that's diving into this work. So I think if we could do a better job of letting everybody know that, hey, we're all a work in progress.
100%. So speaking of PLN, man, you're a super connected guy, Brandon, but like, who is someone that that inspires or challenges you to be better?
Oh man. I've always followed Kids Deserve It. There's Dave Burgess, there's David Guerin, there's Aaron Hogan in Texas. He wrote the Perfect Teacher Myth, and so like just I even get inspired by just seeing some of the tweets that educators that are new to Twitter are sharing out there. And so anyone who thinks differently really can ignite a passion for me in thinking about things a different way.
Nice.
So, we all have those days where we're like, don't even want to get out of bed. It's difficult. We're frustrated. What do you kind of do to kick your butt into gear on those days?
Coffee first. Today was our first day back, and the funny thing is, I'm out greeting the kids and saying good morning, and I'm seeing yawns, and the thing that does it for me is I know that no matter how I'm feeling, when I get out of the car and I see kids and I begin to greet them and high five and have conversations with them, I feed off of their energy. So what's interesting is that I find that it's equally as beneficial for me, and probably more beneficial for me than it is for me to greet them, because I just feed so much off of their energy.
I love it. All right, Brandon, every week we like our guests to leave a challenge for our viewers. What is your challenge for the week?
So my challenge for the week is I would love to know how educators and leaders out there are recruiting their kids. And so how do you recruit your kids, and how do you recruit your staff every day? Everybody, there are a lot of people that are doing some great things. And so I would love for them to use the Kids Deserve It hashtag and sound off about how they're recruiting their kids every day and making kids want to come to school every day, and teachers want to come to school every day.
Love it.
Love that. Well, Brandon, thank you so much for being one of our guests this week. I know that being a principal, you're crazy busy, so we love that you gave us some time and let us get to know you and share your story with some others as well.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for having me.
You bet.
We want to thank everyone as well for watching or listening to the show. Remember to tweet us using the hashtag #KidsDeserveIt. And we also want to encourage you to go on iTunes and leave us a review. As like I said at the top of the show, we select a winner each week. Make sure you include your Twitter handle to get an autographed book. Make sure you join our Twitter chats every Wednesday, and we'll see you at the next episode.